All right, this is Roger, Mud Fossil University. I want you to sit down, clear your mind, don't touch anything, don't look at anything, turn off the TV, anything that you have on, and listen as best as your ears can hear. There's 10 ways to improve your gut health. And if your gut health is not right, you can literally die within a couple of days. 100% guaranteed. And you can literally cure yourself within a couple of days by adding the correct probiotics and gut bacteria that does the job. Now, I'm telling you, listen to me, listen damn careful. Gut health refers to the balance of microorganisms that live in the digestive tract. They have to be balanced. Looking after the health of the gut and maintaining the right balance of these microorganisms are vital for physical and mental health, mental too, immunity, and more. You don't get sick if everything's good down there because they won't let anything attack you. But what happens is you've gotten antibiotics, which kills all the good guys down there too. Might kill the bad guys, yeah, great. You feel good for a day or two and then you're going to die. They do all kinds of interventions to you and then they don't consider the consequences. In most cases, I had to have 2 surgeries because of these guys. Now, these bacteria, yeast, and viruses, of which there are 100 trillion, are also called the gut microbiome or gut flora. Many microbes are beneficial, almost all of them. There are a few that will hurt you, but they have to be held at bay by the beneficial guys. Some are even essential. If you don't have them, you're going to die, and that's no question whatsoever. Others can be harmful, especially when they multiply, and they only multiply if your good guys can't intervene. Now, this is talking about fermented foods, and then it's going to talk about prebiotic fiber. Fiber, absolutely essential. That's what a lot of people are missing. They think they can just take the probiotics and everything's good, but you need the fiber, you need the probiotics. Sugars and sweeteners, I don't know, I eat a lot of them. Doesn't seem to bother me. Stress, I got a lot of that. Antibiotics, forget about them. Exercise always. You know why does exercise help you? Well, it moves your muscles around, yes, but you know what else it does? It pushes the blood around your body quickly, and it grabs a hold of stuff that's not getting enough interaction with the bloodstream. As soon as your bloodstream starts moving faster and faster, it starts really interacting with the molecules there. Then you get a lot of different biological processes occurring. Make sure you sleep absolutely 100%. Use different cleaning products, I suppose. Avoid smoking. Well, it depends on what you're smoking. Eat a vegetarian diet. No, not for me. I like meat. So anyway, listen, watch this. This is the most important thing you will ever do, is to take care of your gut. Listen to what look up any disease that you can think of. Anyone. 100%. They will say that the gut bacteria is different in the affected people versus the non-affected people. 100%. Same with the COVID, and the same with the little kids that have the heart diseases and all that. And the same with the neonatals that come out with lung issues. And I think they're not coming through the vaginal canal and getting enough microorganisms in them. I mean, that's what it is. They should be right into their lungs and everything else. I mean, that's just the way nature works, my friends. And you see what animals do. They make their young eat feces and everything else because they understand the microbes that are in there are there to actually do work for you. They are your chemists. And there's trillions of them, and they break down molecules one piece after another instantly, where it would take literally 100 years to do that breakdown if it wasn't for these catalysts, which are these enzymes. I'm telling you, listen to me. I've been doing much more research on this, not actually touching the people. I don't have to. I can look at the studies and all of the molecules. I understand all of that stuff much more than any doctor does. Listen to me and then make your own decision. But if you think that you're going to take antibiotics and that's going to fix you and you don't have to take pre or post or probiotics, you got another thing coming, my friend. Now, I think I mentioned 100% of diseases that are chronic diseases and infection diseases are caused by bad gut bacteria. Here's gut microbiome, major regulator of the skin, gut-skin axis. You see this? Lung microbiome found to predict outcomes critically ill patients. Key features of lung microbiome: bacterial burden, enrichment with gut-associated bacteria. Gut-associated bacteria is what fixes your lungs. Not only that, your heart. Now this goes back to 1984. This is elevated ratios of type 1 versus type 3 collagen in the lungs of chronically ventilated neonates with respiratory distress. Well, the neonatals with this respiratory distress, they're only looking at it because they're neonatals and because it was like a fairly common thing. So they're looking into the collagen. But collagen 1 converts to collagen 3 by being synthesized within your body. So you lose the collagen 1 versus the collagen 3, and then your heart and your lungs no longer do this. And that's what's happening right now. People, that have COVID are extremely at risk for having heart attacks too. See, here it is right here. Increased synthesis of type 1 collagen, which is the rubbery stuff that makes your heart and your lungs do this stuff all day long, leading to an increased ratio of type 1 to type 3. So the type 1 converted over to type 3 in the lungs has been observed in the lungs of animals, experimental pulmonary fibrosis. Similar changes in collagen type ratio have been observed in the lungs of humans dying of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis and of adult respiratory distress syndrome. Exactly what is happening now. Why? See, there's, they're really not looking into this the way I would. I mean, I'm just an average guy, and I could see that they're just not doing their work. As far as I'm concerned, they're not paying attention to the basics. Because COVID-19 can it attack the heart in addition to the lungs? Absolutely. They had something like 300 heart attacks in one day versus the normal 45, and almost all of them died. This is, I think, in New York City somewhere down there. But early evidence suggests up to 1 in 5 patients with COVID-19 have signs of heart injury. Well, there's more than that. They just don't, the lungs succumb before the heart normally. But in kids, the heart sometimes goes before the lungs. The high incidence of cardiac problems in a patient who contracted the new coronavirus has perplexed medical experts. It is from the collagen 1 and 3. One of the key problems associated is the amount of inflammation the infection causes. This may affect heart health. It's the gut bacteria. All they got to do, and I'm saying all they got to do, I don't want to make this sound easy. I don't want to make it sound simple. I want to make it so that we look. It's not being looked at. I have not one single word about probiotics. Zero. Since this epidemic started. Zero. Not one syllable. Except to say, well, there's nothing to say that could help. Well, there's a lot of hype about it, but then nothing. It's probably not going to help you, so who cares? Very distressing. They don't even try to see and make associations, because some people have, and they're just crushed. You come out with evidence that is anything that affects the opinion of our leaders. And that's what it is now. It's gotten to be a point where they say what they want to say. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. Couldn't care less. From the president on down. Not a single word anymore can you rely on as having any validity, because it might affect the status or the position of the person making the claims. And they won't go outside their ring of comfort zone. So a lot of people are going to die.